Hello. Well, just brief recap on gut microbiome. It is now only 4 days since I started to work with the idea intently. And as I had said in a previous video, because I was certain that my biome had been damaged by the COVID virus, I could just feel the fact that I wasn't the same guy anymore. After that, so I decided that not only addressing a real gut-friendly diet program that was hopefully going to encourage the regrowth of my beneficial organisms, but then as a kickstart, I used a supplement that is both a pre and a probiotic. It's both, okay? It's the plant chemicals that inhabit mostly your upper gut, and then the bacterias and things, and the lactobacillus, all that we like to get in the lower gut tract. Anywho, the results, I don't, I'm not one who likes hype and type A personalities much, but I gotta admit, the results have really been rather amazing. Yeah, within the first day, I began to feel a difference, and things have been improving ever since. I ran the batteries in my hedge trimmers down yesterday completely in the weed whacker several times. Okay, I haven't felt like running around here with power tools like that for quite a while. Yeah, my enthusiasm for getting things done has been much greater. I'm enjoying the cooking. Yeah, it's taking me about 20% more time. It is more time consuming to pay attention to the meals, whereas ordinarily I probably would have put on a pot of 5-grain cereal this morning, probably stuck some butter in it, a little maple syrup, sat down at the table. I might have stirred some berries into it. Maybe not, depends. And then I might have eaten a part of a tangerine or an orange or something on the side. That would have been a very normal breakfast. Well, this morning, that's 5-grain cereal again, but this time, addition of chopped pecans into the pot as it was cooking, an additional seed. Feed that gut biome. Then I went ahead, pulled myself out some Greek yogurt, and I put blueberries into that. So I had blueberries and Greek yogurt on one hand. In the bowl of cereal, when it was finished, I used unpeeled apples, unpeeled pears. Usually because I don't grow apples here, shall we say, I have some apple trees, but ordinarily I don't get crops. But we like apples, so we buy them. They're from the health food store. They're technically organic and all that, but I generally do not trust foods much from the market, and so I tend to peel things. Well, I spent my time with organic pears and apples, scrubbing them this morning, and put them in peels and all. It's the fiber. The fiber and the peels is really what's working with a lot of this, because you got, fiber number one if you want to feed that gut biome. Fruits are very important in feeding the biome. Do not turn on fruits. Fermented foods. Greens. Top greens. Highly colored foods and greens. And grains and seeds. That's really the focus. And so it took me, 15, 20 minutes more this morning to put breakfast together than it usually does. Well, you guys are got to dash down the freeway and head on off to work. I understand the problem. There's probably a solution there, but yeah, it's an issue. I remember. Me, I have the time. So I can worry about it. And I'm a guy who thinks I got the problem. So I naturally worry about it. All right, so I've been doing some research on recipes and finding different things, and different ways of using my foods. I've usually had a pretty good diet. I mean, you don't get into being an organic gardener and stuff the way I have in the past without eating a large amount of plant material. I have always been that way. But the rest of my diet hasn't always been the best. Having been born in Chicago, you can tempt me with a hot dog, fully loaded. Yeah. Anyways, energy level seems to be going up. My enthusiasm is improving. I'm not having as many downer thoughts, that I have to worry about catching myself before I start spiraling with them. Things are remaining on a pretty balanced, even keel since I started this. It's subtle, but it's noticeable. Yeah, because I know what I had lost, and it seems like it's coming back again. So, I have nothing else to say on this subject other than just to remind and reassure everybody out there that this seems to be working. If you went through COVID and you suffered and you think that things are just not right, they're just not the way they were before you got sick, try it. Seriously, look into information about the gut microbiome. Attempt to try to jumpstart it with pre and probiotics. Adjust your diet. It's worth it. Believe me, it's worth it. Now, when it comes to searching information on YouTube, I've had a few of the viewers who, in good faith, sent me back videos on these subjects, about guys that eat dirt and stuff like that. And as a farmer and a gardener, I eat dirt too. I mean, I'm not too worried most of the time about the little bit of bacteria and things that are on the outsides of my food most of the time. But I don't deal with my high type A characters and cults of personality. Okay, that's just basically how it is. When I'm going out and looking for information, where I resource things, it's gonna be from dry, boring scientists who do TED Talks. It's gonna be from university studies and text and so on and so forth. Really dull stuff, AMA stuff. Now I have been accused, possibly, or it's been suggested that because of those sources I use, that I am being brainwashed by pharmaceutical companies. Oh, trust me, that ain't true either. Oh, God. But, I kind of like to watch the morning news. I get up, I watch the local, I let it roll over to the national. I definitely feel the need to watch the local. I want to know what's happening here. But they're so loaded with pharmaceutical commercials. Okay, the things give me hives. Yeah. The only pharmaceuticals that I ever take are the ones that if I don't take them, it's a pretty good chance I'm out of here. Okay? Yeah, it's got to be pretty serious before I rely on that sort of remediation for my problems. Mostly I will use diet, supplements, lifestyle, a lot of different things. I use quite a few supplements. Okay. Anyway, you have it. Hang loose, folks. Aloha.